you take up less room too, and then you can get more stuff in, but that's what I
Okay.
want. But I don't know if that damages anything or not, but it stays in there tight, and the strap doesn't move, but this way, the strap kinda works its way up as you're going down the road.
Right, so my fix for that was to actually get it in here, and you have one part high, and you have one part down low. You strap the lower part as low as you can. And then you come across and ratchet your
See, a lot of the trucks don't have that board in it, like that.
Yep, I know.
Which is a problem. Yeah.
Good.
So,
We've been moving on. It's good. And I used to throw it on there. I never moved. I mean, I still put it there, but they didn't roll it all because it came home.
so it's nice and low. And then you come back across and just crisscross it again. This way. So like you said, if that other way works better for you, you can jam it in there. What I'm afraid of is you're going to have weight out here rocking back and forth.
Yeah, but this way you got every stop and go.
I understand,
And all
right.
all our trucks are that high bar. This is a rental, so all our other trucks are now strapping in, just using that 3.5 foot bar marker.
Right.
It's that your
And,
straps
yeah,
are your
exactly.
straps already up high.
But the whole thing is to see if you can crisscross it somehow. And like I said, you got to be careful of hoses, squeegees, stuff like that when you're strapping it. If, like you said, if that works for you and you can grab it and it's not going to move all over, good.
What's damageable around the handle if we're gonna do it that other way?
Well, like I said, on these little levers, these are all breakable, they're all plastic. I've had two of these come back like this with one of the handle right here actually busted right off the plastic, just hanging there.
And the key, you gotta
So
watch for
the
it.
key, yep, you gotta watch for the key. Make sure you don't damage the key, which is usually, the keys on them are all over, usually in different spots. But again, you gotta just kind of use your head, kind of just look for hoses, the keys. You know, try to get it as close to the wall as you can. Try and make sure that, like I said, I like to jam it into the corner, but I know you're not always going to have that luxury because you've got other pallets and other stops on your truck. I would guess that you know, I guess there's no perfect way to do it, but bungee cords are totally out of the question as far as anything bigger than a vacuum cleaner. You know, okay. And again, some of the trucks I know are real high like this, so maybe what you would have to do is wrap it around, or like Jeff said, go down low and nose it in or back it in, someplace where the strap's not going to work loose. Plus, you guys are in and out of the truck. Check it. You know, just check it. Make sure it's still tight. You know, don't just assume that last time you looked at it, it was all right. But you're in and out of there. Just pull on it. If it moves, you know it's moving when you're driving it. You know. a lot of the newer equipment is all coming out weird, like this thing here where everything is plastic. It's all plastic. This whole upper handle is plastic. On the other one, it was a little metal, so you actually had something of some kind of structure to strap to, wrap to, tie around, whatever. But again, something like this is not going to hold with a bungee cord. 2 bungee cords, 3 bungee cords, bungee's not going to do it. Bungee is only, I would use them only for a vacuum cleaner, and ideally I would like to get rid of them all because they're a hazard to the guy using it. You know, they break all the time, the hooks pull off of them, snaps back at you, makes marks all over the equipment. You know, it's just, I don't like them. Let's see if we can get that strap in here.
Because if we get into a standard of doing that, each truck needs a lot more straps.
So it should be 2 straps and 2 of the pull straps, just 2 pull straps in each truck. That's what they're should be checking off on your. How many are you guys picking up?
One, Darryl said at least 3 different. So if we're getting more machines like that,
Then they should have more
as much as
straps
they
on
may
there.
look at the paperwork, they don't really pay attention to it, so they're not gonna notice to put it in.
What's that?
More straps for more machines.
You guys have that little bucket on board, right? That you just take a couple of straps and throw them next to that bucket in your truck on the floor.
We don't have that in.
No, but they should all have 2 and 2, and if we need more, if you look at your route, you need more, they look at night, they should be loading more in.
A lot of these are coming where they'll actually have some sort of little adjustment where you can either flop it forward, flop it backwards. It all depends on how it's going to strap better for you. I don't really know for sure with this what's going to work the best. I kind of think maybe Jeff's right with you give it to the back it up in there nice and tight.
The other way.
Go the other way, Tim.
Yeah, you think so?
Put your nose in.
Yeah.
But you got more,
You got the handle.
you got more surface here against there.
Yeah, but you got nothing to hold the strap to slide up. Like,
Yeah,
like
it'll
I
just
say,
slide straight up
just
unless
assume
you
you
put
got
it
that
down.
high hookup point. Now strap it in.
All right. So I
Otherwise
don't like
it'll
that
just be
because
around the
now
handle
this is
then,
gonna,
Well, that's the problem the drivers have every day.
right, but if it, well, let's try it.
Keep throwing it on the wheel. Looks all fine. Easy going.
Okay, now this one has the boards low.
That's a
The other
that's a
trucks
rental
don't, right?
No,
Yep.
That's what I said, act like you just got that metal bar above.
That one?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd go right below the handle, actually. The
Yeah.
Handle,
Let's slide
It's
up.
too high.
Don't
It's too
slide
high.
that out. Keep throwing it on.
oh,
It's
either
in-
way.
It's gonna slip.
To be honest,
Let's
none
try
of
it.
these machines are very easy to transport, no matter how you do it.
And ideally, we all know
All
that.
pain in the ass,
Yeah.
they're all different. Every truck is completely
Mhm.
different.
There's a guy with a horse trailer.
I think Curtis's straps are like this high in his truck. Don't you have a rail that's like that high only?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean,
So, and we
okay.
we do understand that the best way to do this is in a low trailer in a van delivering them. We understand that,
right.
but the nature of what we got is just how do we transport this in the best way possible when we have to do it, and this is kind of just another gotta have a way to look at it.
It's going down low.
See, I actually held it. Even with something like this, I'd use one of those bigger ratchet straps like that one here. Like this one.
Right.
Because it's not the
See, I think those little machines, they strap way better to the wall with those than these straps because you can strap up the
Now, I
handle.
pulled
You
it
can strap
before,
it into it.
when I pulled on it, it pulled the whole thing up in the air.
Because I'm afraid that
Even the smooth plastic wall, okay, there's a little bit of a ridge.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a
Okay, I
ridge.
didn't see that from there.
But yeah, that's the thing, you gotta look for something like that, that distracts.
Okay, so you're gonna have to use your own judgment as far as your situation inside the truck, but try and strap them. And again, every time you get in and out, check it. Make sure it's still tight, not just the last time you put it in there it was tight and you walk away and everything's good. Usually you're in and out of the truck a couple of times, or to pull a load off or whatever. Just give them a check. And like I said, ideally putting it up in the corner of the truck is the best way, but I know you're not going to have that situation all the time. And again, nobody's truck is going to be exactly the E-track set up like this track or this, this truck. The whole thing is just to use your head when you're putting stuff on the truck. Take a few minutes. It costs the company money when we damage something, and then we piss off customers because it takes longer or whatever. Plus, a lot of times I don't know if it's damaged on our truck or if it was damaged by the customer. I don't know. That's another good way. That's a good way. You all got your cell phones, right? They all are able to take a picture. Take a picture of it. There you go. That'll save your ass. Take a picture of it. I didn't break it. It was like this. If you've got that feeling, take a picture of it. What the hell?
I think it's a good idea to take a picture of it
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah,
Well, I do
it's
find
a
it
real
funny the
good
guy who
idea.
doesn't use his phone is the one
I
who
mean, we got all the
came up with that
technology.
one. But that's a great idea.
We got all the technology. Take the picture. It's a great idea. Yeah.
Well, if you're taking a picture, you can sign it right to your order that you have.
Or just hang on to it. At least you got it. You can say, oh no, it wasn't like that when I took it off the truck, or when I put it on the truck, or it was like this, or whatever. Then you cover your own ass.
With the vacuum cleaners, I found too, if you put the front nose of the vacuum cleaner against the wall
And then-
and tip it up just a couple of inches so the rear wheels are off the ground.
Yeah.
And bungee it, sucker never moves.
They don't move then?
If you turn it around with the big wheels to the wall, like the bag side.
Right, more surface
to the
to the-
wall, they kick
Really?
out from underneath the bungee and they're laying on the ground flat. Every single time.
Well, that's only because they wrapped one bungee cord around it, right?
Right, correct.
Right. You can't take anything and take a bungee from here and go around it like that and expect it to stay there
Right.
when it's got wheels.
Especially on
Right.
wheels.
Most
Okay.
vacuums with the bungee, you gotta crisscross them.
Yeah.
you know?
Okay.
So it's got an X in the
There you
front,
go.
you go
Yeah.
here, wrap it around it and go there. That's gonna hold it tight to the wall.
Yeah.
Granted, it's gonna leave the black marks possibly on the vacuum,
Mhm.
but it's.
At least it's gonna get here in one piece,
But when
or
the guy,
get to the
when you got
customer
four
in one
vacuums
piece.
for a company and they go 1, 2, 3, 4 and a bungee here and they go like that.
Yeah.
Right.
The first stop,
It's not gonna-
they're
yeah.
laying
All
down.
four are
Not
laying
on the
flat.
ground. Not-
Yep.
Not if you turn it
Are you
around.
gonna, is this
That's
gonna
what I
be
just
mentioned to the
said.
second shift too? Are you gonna show them, because I get that kind of stuff, it's in there, not even strapped down halfway through my load.
Where you put the nose to the
Then you
front,
strap
to
it?
the wall.
Yes.
The nose of
Four
the,
next to each other, one bungee, they'll stay there pretty
and
much.
they'll stay
Especially if you hook it up underneath the cord wrap.
Yeah,
If you run that bungee so that it catches underneath the cord wrap,
okay.
you can drive all day and they're not gonna move.
Alright.
I do it all the time.
All right.
But
well,
the
that's-
vacuum's gotta be turned around so that the nose
It's
is against the wall, then you tip,
good to know.
you tip
know.
it just 2 inches so the rear wheels are off the ground. I mean,
Yeah.
it only tilts about 10 degrees.
Yeah,
But the bigger wheels are off the ground and they never
and it
move.
stays nice and
Yep,
stable.
all day,
Okay.
all day.
Okay. So just got to follow up. This is really just a, keep visualization when we are coming back. I know we do a lot of pickups that are out there, and once again, just making sure that we don't damage them on the way back, especially when they're coming in for a quote and they come in and they go, "That was never damaged when we snipped it into you guys." So,
I think the picture thing's a good idea.
yep.
Take a picture of it. Y'all got the phone, so,
Any other questions for Tim? Okay, I'd like to thank Tim for coming out and give us a hand and
No problem.
showing us what's
I
happening.
learned stuff today too.